Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Subsistence. It is very early morning. It's raining out. It's a little bit yucky. Today, we have plans for trying to get the frying pan. The problem with it currently is that I need some copper refined, and I don't have that. We do need 4 iron ingots, which is 40 iron fragments and 20 copper fragments. In order to get the frying pan, we also need some zinc refined. We have some, but not nearly enough. So I'm going to try to keep the generator going today as much as possible, as well as keeping the refinery going. So, what are we going to do today besides keep that going? We're going to do some building. As you can see here, we have some building material in our inventory. Just trying to see what I could eat to finish filling myself up. I'll just have a berry. And let's get up here and do a bit of building on this yucky morning. So yesterday, or in between episodes, I did do a bit of wood chopping. Actually quite a bit of wood chopping, honestly. And I did make myself quite a few planks, as well as trying to get some of this stuff up and going. I don't like the fact that that's clipping through so horribly bad. So maybe we should move this just out in the center of the floor for now. We'll find a place to put it, I'm sure. If I have to build a ceiling piece and just put it up on the roof again, we'll do that as well if we need to. So for now, let's do a bit of building here, guys. We have one window there. We have number 5 we can place right here. We also have number 4. So the plan is to have lots of windows up here, because if the lake freezes over before we get the walls finished, I would love to be able to shoot the guys from here, because the lake will freeze over and they will be able to walk on it. It'll be a lot easier for them to do revenge attacks on us, as well as do some damage, of course. Quite a bit of damage, maybe. So number 4, let's go ahead and place a window here. A solid wall here. Number 5 here. Let's do a couple more solid walls and windows. Let's do number 4 here as well. We want to finish with a solid wall piece. So we're alternating every other piece as a window or a wall. And I had no idea I was going to fall through the floor there. But we are getting this place closed in. Excuse me. Let's continue over here as well. Number 4. Let's go ahead and finish up the turret part of the base. Let's go ahead and move that, because I have no idea what went on there. Let's see, can we get that placed properly? We did. Everything's looking cool outside. Can't wait to see this base from a distance. I know we're doing quite well with it, honestly, so very excited to see our progress from a distance, of course. It always looks a lot nicer when you see it from a distance. But, yeah, guys, we are getting some building done here. Very excited about that as well. Let's just drop down in here and see how we're doing on copper refining. Hopefully we have enough to at least get a metal ingot processing. Let's go ahead and see if we can get that done. We are going to need mass. That's why I continue to let the mass build here. The base will take care of 100 mass. We only need 100 mass, if I'm not mistaken. We do, but we need 25 zinc fragments. We have about 19 of those, if I remember correctly. But this is the problem here. We need to get some mass, or sorry, not some mass, but some copper refined, which we are working on it, so it's not too much of a deal. We almost have enough to do a second metal ingot, so that'll be nice, getting that completed. And yeah, hopefully we can do that when we get back to the base. We do have the power already, of course, but let's get out and do just a bit of close by looting, because we are working a lot around the base today as well. So let's just do some close looting. I also placed another light just by the front door there. I will be placing one on both sides of that. I will probably do the floodlights at some point, because you can use a switch for those. And I would like to have a switch maybe in the gatehouse just for the lighting to get, you know, into the base or whatever I need to do there. But for now, let's just have a little look around. Okay, so there's a rabbit there. Let's get up on this rock. We do need crates and ores. So let's try to get down here and get this crate if possible. There's a level 2 wolf there. I'm not too interested in killing him. We have a lot of meat back in the fridge, which is great. Not complaining about that at all. So the wolf didn't catch sight of us. We do need lots of nails. We have used quite a bit of nails getting all of the building items ready for this episode, which is okay. We still have enough to make some arrows in the event we need extra arrows, but currently we're doing okay. We have, I'm not sure if that's 10 or 19, but we do have quite a bit of arrows for the day. I think we're doing okay. I don't think we're going to be wasting them, so if we can avoid killing anything, we probably should do that. Yesterday was a great day for pearls as well. Over in the little small pond over there, I did end up getting 3 pearls and some sandstone from the pond, which I thought was, you know, quite nice, the 3 pearls. I'm not used to getting that many, usually or normally about maybe 1 to 2 pearls. So yesterday the rogues were just up on the hillside here. I'm not quite sure if they're still still up there. I started to say still available, but I'm not quite sure if they're still up there or if they did move on last night. I did not check the map. I really should have done that. It doesn't appear that they're up here. So I just want to get this ore, of course. It does look like iron, so we're desperate for that as well. Want to get that. It is iron ore, which is very, very lovely. It almost looked like a crate. I couldn't tell for sure. Is that a crate just down there, or is that a wolf? That is a wolf. We don't want to deal with him today. Nor do we want to deal with the cougar, so we probably shouldn't end up in that general direction because I'll be wanting to take it on in the event I do see it. And that probably, in the condition of our outpost, wouldn't be a great idea. I know I just finished saying if I could avoid the wolves and bears, I would do that. However, I did kill that one without necessarily needing to. Let's just get down to the water here and wash our hands. We probably won't be out very long anyway, so it's not a big, huge deal. We had 10 arrows, so we have 7 now. I did miss one and it broke. That is okay. I think we're still doing fine. Nothing too crazy hopefully gonna happen today. Hopefully we can survive this day. We're doing pretty good on our overall health and stamina. We are at 83 of 83, which is very, very lovely. Considering I don't think we've been that far the entire series. So we're doing really, really well. I can't remember if we ever made it that far in the very, very beginning before we had our first death. But we have 83 hit points now, which is great. Plant fiber just here, which is also very nice. What do we see? Anything in that direction? I don't want to get over to the cougar country just now. I know I'll be wanting to try to get some sinew from it in the event we see it, and of course that would not be a good idea right now. So let's see what we have up here. Don't really see anything at all. No ores or anything like that. I don't see any crates in the immediate area, which is a bit concerning. We did need some loot. We've not really found very much. I would like to find several more building crates, of course. The nails would be very, very lovely. I see the bear in the distance. They're always so big that you can see them before you see any of the other details in the game, such as the grass or anything like that. So let's see what we can find over in this area. Then we need to get back to the base, check on the iron, or sorry, the copper refining, and try to get some more zinc going. hopefully we can get that frying pan today as well. It'll be a very nice day, of course. Get some building done, get some crafting completed, and start cooking ourselves some better food. We could also start at that point getting some more of the chickens, because we don't have a problem really getting the steak. So making steak and eggs would be very, very easy for the chickens, and they do actually like that. It fills them up very, very nicely. Am I going to have to kill that wolf, or can I sneak past him without alerting the Bravo base? That's the real question. I don't want to have to deal with those guys. Never mind, there are rogues very, very close by. And a wolf. And rogues. Okay. Let's do the old loop-de-loop. Make sure we didn't catch sight of anyone. Was that rogues? I'm pretty sure it was rogues. I don't think it was the Bravo people, because they didn't have on the better, clothing or whatever. And honestly, I don't think those guys even had on a shirt. So rogues, if I'm not mistaken, don't wear shirts at all. So I'm pretty fairly certain that was rogues and not the Bravo people. There's a rabbit just here. I'm just trying to get around the bear and the pond and try to get back home. I know we just came this direction, but I don't want to deal with the rogues in that area at all, because they are very, very difficult to kill currently, and we would most likely die and lose all of the hit points, or most of the hit points that we've gained, if not all of them. I know you do suffer quite a bit at full health. I'm not quite sure how much you would lose here at just 83 hit points. Fairly certain it would be all of it. The waterfall's quite nice up here. I love seeing that. My mom always enjoys seeing the waterfalls. So, there you go, Mom. Hope you enjoy that view. I know you do. I really wanted to build up here this season for her, kind of around this waterfall, but that didn't work out because of the size of the base we intended to build. The only flat areas that I could possibly think of was, kind of on the water. I really wish we didn't have to do that. It feels a bit cheesy to me building out on the water like that, because you can't really, the rogues and the Bravo or the revenge attacks always have to happen while they're swimming, and it always feels a bit cheaty to me, because it is easier to kill those guys if they're swimming. Please don't die. I don't know what was going on there. I just froze a bit. So as you can see, having the full armor does help quite a bit here. I probably should go ahead and use a bandage. I don't think we would die from our injuries before we stopped bleeding, but it's always nice to use a bandage when we have those available. We do have quite a bit of cloth. We haven't been using a lot of it, and we've been killing quite a bit of animals. We also have quite a bit of cotton, and I think you can turn cotton into cloth if I'm not mistaken. So that's nice. There is a fake plant fiber right here trolling me, because I always think these bushes are plant fiber, of course. Ooh, I thought there was a crate just here, an ammo crate. It's getting a little bit excited about a shadow. Okay, so it is a bit hot. We are, of course, using water a lot quicker than we normally would, but let's get into the base, check on the copper, and see how that is going. See if we can get this pan crafted today. Very, very excited about being able to cook the better food. We also need to replace our chicken when we have some food to feed it. We don't want it to starve to death in here. And as you can see, the animal housing is very empty on food. It's not completely empty, but it is pretty low. Let's check on the power here. The situation looks okay. Let's make sure this guy is still processing iron. It is. Let's take that with us and get... I'll just turn you on for now. And we'll get over here. We'll check on the ores and see what how things are going. We did not take a good look at the base while we were out and about. That is not good. Okay, we have almost all of the copper that we need, if not all of it. We do have all of the copper that we need. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and put you in here. And we'll place you here for now. And you go here. Now let's get some zinc refined because we are going to need some of it for the frying pan. We don't need to place you in here. So we do need to keep some steaks now. We do need to keep some liver also, simply for antidotes. We do need to start crafting quite a few of those because I would like to get down into the caves in the very, very near future. If that would be a possibility, I'm not quite sure about that. I forgot to fill up the fire before leaving the base, and it is nearly out. Okay. Let's go ahead and drop off some loot over here as well. We didn't get a ton while we were out. The loot just wasn't there. But that's okay. Not every day is a great loot day. We did do quite a bit of building, and I am very excited about that. But anyway, let's get over into the birch forest just a tiny bit and have a little look back toward the base and see how it's looking now that we've done so much building on it, especially in one day. I'm very proud of our work. We have worked extremely hard to get this base up and going, and I am very proud of that. Let's just have a little look at the base over here. Let's get this ore. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I'm sure we can use anything right now. We do need to start refining some potassium because we just simply don't have the fertilizer available to us to keep the plant beds going. The tomatoes are very, very useful, and they are taking a ton of resources currently. Okay, that's not a good view. Let's get up on this rock. Probably a better view up here. Oh yeah, a lot nicer view up here. It is coming together. We still probably should go up a third story to make things look better. But of course, that's all going to take some time. Currently, this will be the top floor for now, but we might still go up another story. Even if we don't use it for anything, it'll just be for looks. We don't really have a use for a third floor with that much room in the base already. But we'll get there. We'll figure it out. We might just turn it into a greenhouse or something up there. Do the top floor in glass or something. Just having a little look around for some loot. I'm not seeing any crates whatsoever out today. Which, you know, like I mentioned, every day can't be a great loot day. I don't see any crates, honestly. So at least we did get 4 ores. I'm not quite sure. Was it copper? Was it iron? It was iron. There's a wolf over there. There's a bear over there as well. Maybe a couple plant fibers. That's about the majority of what I do see. Maybe a strawberry plant over here. Yeah, strawberry's nice. Always like seeing the red color. It just pops in the game against all the green. The little blue flowers here are always nice. I really enjoy seeing those as well. Nice touch in the game as well. Especially during the summer months because it's to be expected to see some flowers blooming. So it's nice. Okay, any more iron in here would be lovely. We have another piece. Let's check on the power situation here. It's looking a lot better than it was, of course. We have tomatoes growing quite nicely, honestly. They do need some fertilizer, but we don't have any to place in there. Okay, let's get back down into the base. Check on the zinc progress. We need 25 and we have 24. So we are getting there. We also need 100 mass. We have 89. Let's go ahead and turn on the mass fabricator for just a few minutes. We do need 500 power, so let's get some biofuel and turn that on. Okay, let's go ahead and get that going. We can place the iron in here, which is nice. Let's put you away. Let's put the strawberry as well as the biofuel away. Just in case something were to happen, we wouldn't want to die with that much biofuel on us. That would be a horrible death, of course. We need a tiny bit of wood to make a few sticks because we do need a couple of arrows. I'm not going to go too crazy making arrows because, again, if you die, you still lose a third of them, so really not worth risking it. We need about 20 nails. There we go. And we do have the zinc that we need, as well as the, not that, 5 adhesive. We are very hot. We are nearly dehydrated. Let's go ahead and get over here. Fill up the water canteens. We have cooled down a bit. It must be way too hot in the base. I guess this fire going is just way too hot for us currently. Let's get over here to the workbench, make ourselves the frying pan. That took most of the power and mass. Let's go ahead and turn off the mass fabricator. I don't know if it needed, yeah, it needed 100 mass. That's okay. We have a little bit extra, but that's nice. It's nice to have a little bit extra mass. We are in the process of crafting arrows as well. Let's go ahead and get those crafting. And let's drop the frying pan into the stove. And some equipment. Okay, you can see here we now have a check mark on the frying pan, which means that all of the frying options are available to us. The honey glazed pork and vegetables sounds wonderful. That sounds wonderful in real life, actually. I like things that are a bit sweet and savory at the same time, so that would be a nice recipe in my opinion. We need 1 steak and 2 eggs. We have the 1 steak. Let's go over and get a couple of eggs. If I could get my fingers on the right key, and hopefully we have enough power to go ahead and cook that. You can upgrade the stove to use less power. Steak and eggs. Let's go ahead and get that cooking. This is our first great recipe, so this should help with boosting the max health and stamina by quite a bit, actually. But let's just let that cook. Those do take a while, and we'll turn the zinc off. We'll let the base build some power back up because it's getting very, very low. We need water and stuff. So if your food cooks in the stove, you need to remember to get it out because it can go bad in there. Okay, so what do we need here? We do need some fruits and vegetables. We're probably going to run out of tomatoes, but that's okay. We'll manage. We will have berries and kelp and strawberries if we were to need that. I really hope it doesn't come to that, but we will use them in the event it does. So let's go ahead and get some more water cooking here. Desperately going to be needing that. We still have, I love the fact that the burner here, you can see the steam from the food cooking as well as the burner here. As long as there's food cooking, this will be red, and as soon as it's finished, it will just go off. I love that. Very nice touch. But this is our first look at steak and eggs this season. Very, very excited to have that. We'll go ahead and place them in here for now, but this is an excellent food source for the chickens as well as for us. As you can see here, our max health and max stamina are increased by 0.20 on max health and 0.22 on max stamina. We have 48 protein. We don't get any fruits and vegetables from that, but that also increases our hunger plus 45, and it does take some hydration, but that is okay. We have plenty of water around us, of course, as you can kind of see out here. Very lovely. Not going to get thirsty. I mean, we could possibly forget to cook water and get thirsty, but that is okay. We have plenty of it available to us. Very, very lovely. Anyway, we need to find a place to place these. I don't know if having them here will affect their ability to work properly. We might end up needing to place a couple of roof pieces here, you know, to keep those guys in the sun for as long as possible, so that the base will have power coming in until the sun sets, at least. Anyway, our tomatoes are doing really well. They have quite a bit of water. We do need fertilizer. I need to get some wood for the fire overnight, but I am getting a very, very late start on that. I don't think we're going to get a ton of it, but we don't need much for the night anyway, as most of you know. We can top the stove up and be, you know, fine for the entire night. So, if nothing else, we can always use a fuel brick. We have plenty of plant fiber. We have probably two full stacks, and a partial stack. I did use a lot of it making some cordage to do the building today, but that's okay. So anyway, guys, the sun is setting, and all I'm doing is just gathering just a tiny bit of wood for the fires overnight. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.